Today I want to talk about something that I've been thinking about sharing with you guys, and I wasn't really sure if I should or if I shouldn't. But this is all about being honest and trying to give as much value to the community as I can. So today's vlog, I'm sure you saw the title, is about what do I look for when I hire someone. The Leeds Academy here is growing, and I'm starting a couple of other businesses, so I am now starting to look into hiring more and more people. We already have other drum teachers working here. For me, it's all about those human skills. If you don't have that ability to empathize with people, if you don't have the ability to read what a student needs, if you don't have the ability to push yourself, if you don't have the ability to listen and take direction, if you don't have the ability to work in a team, then you are definitely not part of this team. And for me, that's a deal breaker right there. If you don't get that this is all for education, if you think that teaching is a nice side gig, you're out. That doesn't mean that you have to only teach, but education needs to be at least 70% of your life, in terms of not just how much time it occupies in your day, but for you, when you think of self-improvement, is it as a teacher or as something else, a performer, recording artist, whatever? Because if that's your priority, then this place is not the place for you. If education is your priority and playing live and recording are indeed your side gigs, then yes, the Leeds Drum Academy and any of my projects is definitely the place for you to develop your craft and to get better as a teacher. So what I really look for when I'm hiring someone is passion for education, is an obsession, a healthy obsession with sharing ideas, is a certain life experience that will allow you to empathize with people and relate to them. When you're looking at a student, you don't look at a student as a blank canvas on which you can paint your own knowledge. Nope. No student is a blank canvas. They are all people with a baggage, with a backstory, with context, with a background. And your job as a teacher is to read that, understand how you have to approach that person, and how you're gonna explore and potentialize the best that that person has to offer. Now, for me, it's super important that you understand this before you apply. I get dozens of resumes and emails from drummers who are now, for example, finishing their degrees and stuff like that, and they are looking for a job. I don't offer anyone a job. This is not a place where you can find a gig. This is not a place where you can find a job. So if you can't understand that, that's going to be tough for you, because if you are not willing to self-improve, to improve yourself, to grow yourself as an educator, then your students will not get the best from you. And for me, that's number one on my list. You have to be obsessed with education. You have to go out there and learn more about the student's psychology. How can you approach this student in a way that helps the student understand the concept that you're trying to teach? You have to know how the human psyche works, so you can go around the obstacles that everyone has. Everyone resists learning. Your job is to be obsessed about how to go around those obstacles and that resistance. So that's what I look for when I'm hiring. What I don't care about, maybe I should mention that. I don't care how good you are as a drummer. There you go. What about that? I don't care. I mean, you can't be bad, but I don't really care if you are the local Thomas Lang. Couldn't care less. The reason why I love Thomas Lang is because the guy teaches like crazy. He's a great teacher, and he has all those chops, but man, when it comes time to teach, he has it down, and I respect that. Something else that I really don't care for is you thinking that you are the next best thing that happened to the drumming world. I don't care for that. You are definitely not going to be hired by me. I don't care for liars. I don't care for people who think that they should fake until they make it. That's a deal breaker for me again. I don't care for people who are rude and intolerant. I don't care for people who can't listen. 2 ears, 1 mouth. I don't care for people who think that they have to come here and prove themselves to their students. Ooh, I really don't care for that. If you think that you are teaching that when you are teaching a lesson, this is a contest between you and the student, and I know what you guys are saying. No, I don't do that. Okay, how many times did you try to just play faster than what your student needed? How many times did you play for longer than it was actually required for your student to understand? How many times did you just, instead of explaining the exercise, you went straight away into the playing bit because you want to prove yourself? As a drummer, not as a teacher. Even as a teacher, please don't do that. As a drummer, really don't do that. That's really counterproductive. So those are the things that I also don't care for. And some of the things that I look for when hiring someone. I hope that helps. Whenever you guys decide to send me an email with your CV and how awesome you are, watch this video before. Take care, bye-bye.